Y'all, I honestly don't know what happened. The live just ended. Like it just cut out. What are you talking about, too? Wow. Can you comment and tell them join the? That's crazy.
Wow.
Y'all, we don't know what happened. That was a devil.
I don't know why it's
Go to the page.
giving me the.
Mommy, it's my
Okay.
mic.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
All right, we back, guys. We know what went wrong. Give us a second.
Right. Okay, I don't want to confuse the mics. I hope we have battery. We're gonna. I don't know where the other mic is. I think the baby took it. We're going to set up this new microphone. Hopefully, it has battery. But open up.
Yeah, instead the algorithm is messing with you. Somebody hating.
We gonna press forward anyway. So, y'all, give us a sec. Okay, I don't want to confuse that. So, give us a second. We're about to change our mic. Do a mic check, baby. All right, y'all. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Let us know. All right, here you go. You want on the other side? You like it on this side?
That's fine. Let's do that.
Okay, it's working. Do a mic check, babe.
Mic check.
Okay. Don't lose it, okay? Oh yeah. You took this off for a reason, right? Okay.
Only brother take it.
Okay. So y'all, we're back. We don't know what the devil thought he was about to try to do.
All right.
But we're back.
Again.
Okay.
Show yourself a little.
Yeah. Okay. So hey y'all, we are the Rosharon Frenchie Breeders, home of the 3K Pub Baby. Maybe, maybe God wanted more people to be involved in this conversation. If you are new to this live, we just had a technical interruption, disruption, whatever, because the live just ended. But this is a segment that we want to start. This is a segment that we want to start bringing you guys every Sunday, but literally every day, because you asked for it. People in our community, they want more business talks, more dog talks about how to just run a business, not just a dog breeding business, but just general business knowledge and information. So we did have some comments from the last live that I kind of want to get to and talk about, because my husband and I were having this great debate on whether you reduce the price in your products or you hold firm. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. We don't know where the conversation might go, but I love the Married Mom Entrepreneur segment. Babe has his daily dog dad live segment, and it's been doing amazing. And I'm so proud of him for being committed to our family and our legacy in that way. But y'all, don't tap the screen, y'all. Don't tap the screen. Let us know where y'all watching from. We're based in Houston, Texas.
Okay, but before the live started, as I was saying, look, you could be selling a product, right? You could be selling a product. Okay, let me go. We did still able to save a couple of the questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
BC, I know, let's see if BC is gonna find us back. But BC says, I sell medical products.
Hold on 1 second, my baby. Because I don't want to lose this live. I don't want to lose the comments from this live. So let me open this live too. Don't lose your microphone, okay, baby? Oh, it's saying we live too. It'll be all right. Y'all, the other live's still live, but it'll be all right. Oh wait, that's hold on.
So let's end that first one.
I can't. All right, it'll be all right. All right, here, man.
He said, or she said, I sell medical.
Hold on. She started here first.
All right. Due to the economy, not many people will spend 3K for a dog. Maybe lower price to 2K to move them dogs out.
How you feel about it?
I feel that's a good.
So y'all, okay, let's talk about it.
And before you continue, the reason why I say it's good, again, one, we're running a business. All right, our business is registered.
Yeah.
So we can
Take the loss.
take the loss.
We have to claim it.
The $1,000 we can put it as loss while filing the taxes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, BC is back. Oh no, Chris, sorry. Okay. Okay, y'all, we love the conversation. Let's really keep this going.
Take this one.
Okay, yeah. So BCU has another comment from the last live, and then we will get to Chris CY86. Okay. Okay, San Diego in the house. Okay. BCU said, yeah, the baby. Okay. BCU said, I sell medical supplies, colostomy and ostomy supplies. I have to lower my prices to move out the supplies, and the supplies have an expiration date. So I have to get rid of the medical supplies.
Wow.
So this is more in line with what we were saying about studying HEB as a business. And I'm happy to know that my husband knows that business model because HEB sells groceries that have expiration dates. We sell puppies that essentially have expiration dates because dogs don't and won't live forever. So I find that it's very smart to study people who do what you do on a larger scale, right? We want to study businesses, not hobbyists, right? Businesses a lot for marketing, advertising, content creation, accountants. Um, what else, babe? They take risks. We learned that tonight. They take risks. They innovate. They come up with new ways to sell products, to market products, and essentially to create products. So that's what we want to do. Okay, so let me go to the live today and welcome everybody in, and then see what y'all are saying. Okay, what a wine me? What is a wine me? Okay, y'all, Wyman is in the house representing California. Miss Tangia Blossoms Mom is in the house representing Georgia.
Wyman said he's gonna buy one for $5.
Uh-oh, Wymie. Okay, Wymie, we got you.
You can get two.
Yeah. The Verizon business model. Okay, buy one, get one. Buy one, get one. Okay, Wymie said the algorithm is messing with somebody. No, the algorithm is messing with you, somebody hating. That's okay. Okay. Wyman said, shout out to you and you keep pushing your business. Exactly. Ruby said, cute baby boy. Thank you so much. All in the family said, say it again, why me? Blissful Fun is back in the chat as our blissful fun. And she said, please like and subscribe. Y'all, please like the live. It would mean so much. All in the families in the chat. Payden, what is up, Payden? Okay. Ricky said, Hakeem Olajuwon. Oh, he was saying study Hakeem Olajuwon. Wow. Okay. Chris said list. Did you read that comment, babe? Okay. Chris said list product at the price you want plus a little negotiation room. For example, if you want 40 euros, Chris must be in Europe. Yeah. Look at my baby, y'all. For example, if you want 40 euros, list at 45 to 50 euros. Oh, that's smart, Chris. That's smart, Chris. Then you can accept 40 euros and the buyer feels they got a deal. Oh, Chris. Wait, babe. What, Chris, what's your business? What's your business? That's awesome. Okay. Okay, babe. Let's see. Payden is speaking. Wyme said, for me right now in California, Frenchies is not a hot commodity at the moment like that. Then, so I see myself going lower for my pups when I know on a better economy that my pups go between $3,500 and $5,000. Okay. K's in the chat, y'all. What's up, K? What is up, K? K, I think you are going to enjoy the conversation that we are having tonight because listen, Miss Drix is showing up for the Married Mom Entrepreneurs, and Paige Deliver is here to support me because y'all know my baby has his morning segment on lock. Babe, are you willing to do that segment every day, or you just want to do Monday through Friday?
Well, for now, Monday to Friday, we'll see how it goes. If anything's changed, yeah.
What you want today?
Yeah,
I think it went great.
Mhm.
Okay, but all in the family recommended that we do the Married Mom Entrepreneur live from the Whelping Room every day, like around noon Central Standard Time. I'm okay with that if y'all are okay with that, to talk about like different business models, maybe study some, and to have the conversation about what we can do in this economy as business owners and entrepreneurs. Because y'all, listen, we are not, as dog breeders, we're not the only people suffering right now. Gas is higher, groceries are higher, houses are higher, everything is higher. People are living under. Babe, can you please speak to that?
yeah.
Y'all, people are living in their cars. I want my husband to tell y'all about this girl that he found. We thought it was a scam, but the girl actually lives in her car, doesn't eat meat, cuts vegetables on a cutting board, like in the car, like still has a job, but lives in her car. And then I want to get to Wyman's coming. So how did you find a girl?
I was scrolling on TikTok and she actually popped up.
And babe, when you saw, it's definitely not funny, because if I was a single woman and couldn't make ends meet, I would have to do what I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
And if I had to live in my car for a moment in time, I would live in my car. Yeah. But it's rather fascinating, right? She lives in her car, she's still working, she's not complaining at all, and she still finds time to go live. Still, she makes no excuses about it. I love that. And I feel like that's a business model and a business principle to even have in our business. It does not matter if you're broke, if you're on the top of the world, still create your content. Like still connect with your audience, because there is someone off in your community that might be doing worse than you, that might not even have a car to live in, but they're looking at you for inspiration. So my husband finding this young lady the other day, it actually inspired me to work a little harder in our business, to not give up. She's living in her car. We are in the comfort of our home. Sometimes I find myself complaining silently, wishing that we had more dog sales, wishing that memberships were bigger than what it is, wishing that we had more subscribers. And I'm like, okay, all of that will come just in time. With time, all of that will come within time. You just have to keep putting one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. Okay, so Wyme, I definitely want to get to Wyme's comment, and then I want to get to Michael's comment. Okay. If y'all have any questions, y'all can put them in the chat. If y'all have any comments, any rebuttals, y'all don't agree, you agree, put them in the chat, and then we'll try to get to it. Okay, so look, y'all, Wyman said that his dogs usually go for $3,500 to $5,000. Wyman said that his puppies will be dropping Friday, and hopefully he can even get one sold for $2,500. So, y'all, what's happening in the dog game right now is actually really, really, really crazy, because people are mixing blood and breeding horses with pigs. It's actually like shameful what's happening in the dog breeding world right now. And I feel like maybe that's why the value of Frenchies are declining, because one, they're everywhere. Two, you don't know if they're clean or not. Three, you don't know what you're getting when people are buying Frenchies. And I feel like us, as being responsible breeders, professional breeders, I feel like people, whether the economy is hard or not, I feel like there are people who are well off, who may be looking for a dog. But hey, if I could go down the street, because they might not want to breed, but if I go down the street and get a Frenchie for 1,500, why would I come pay you 3,000 for one? I'm not a breeder. I just want a dog, and the dog is cute.
Mhm.
And then you look up 3 months later, and the dog can't walk. So that's the difference. And I feel like we don't talk about that enough. But to wind me, I'm praying that you have a successful litter. I'm praying that your mom will be healthy and take to her puppies and recover well, and all goes well with your litter. That's what I'm praying. Okay, so let's go to Michael. You want to read Michael's comment, babe?
Michael says the reason she can't live in her car
Trust no.
because she has found that she is the control of how she feels on the inside, so she feels probably incredible, so that living in a car is no big deal.
Blessed. Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if y'all have seen this, but there are a myriad of content creators who are living in their cars. Y'all, like living in their cars, either showering at work or showering at the gym, not paying anybody rent, not paying a mortgage, and they're fine with it. And I told my husband the other day, I said before it was living in the RV, like that was the trend. People were living in RVs, then people started building out like vans. They were living in vans, and then they started building out buses, and then they moved to tiny homes, and now the trend is literally to live in your car. That's crazy. But if I was a single woman and I had to do what I had to do, I would be in my car too. Still filming, still going live, like still being my, silly, goofy, like happy self in my car. And then what's so crazy is somebody asked her if she had friends. She said no. She said, I'm 100% okay with it. Okay, so you want to help me, babe? Okay. All right. Happy birthday to Caleb. Just my view said, oh, we're talking about Frenchies. I love dogs. Okay. Shannon said, yeah, but what about the ones they wanted Frenchies but can't afford $2,500? Okay, let's talk about it, babe. Shannon wants to talk about the people who want a Frenchie but cannot afford to pay $2,500. Okay.
Okay, so let me just voice my opinion quick on that. So first of all, if you want a product, all right, you got to do your research and know the price from before. That's for sure. All right, because you know that if you want a Lamborghini, it's going to cost you $100,000. You can't go to the dealership and want a Lamborghini. You know you can't afford a Lamborghini, right? But maybe you could afford a Subaru, right? So I feel like majority of people by now should know Frenchies are very luxury expensive dogs. It's just that you have some people breeding them and just doing it for a quick box and maybe might be selling them cheap. Sometimes they don't have paperwork, they're not clean, they're not healthy. But you definitely, I think you should do your research on anything you're gonna buy it for. Whether you want it as a pet, whether you going to buy a Frenchie as breeding, if you can't, you're gonna pay for what you could afford. So if you know Frenchies are costly, then you shouldn't even go for a Frenchie. Then maybe you start with something else.
Okay. Okay. So my husband and I were having this conversation before we started the live because desire and acquire are two different things. And let me explain. I can desire to build a better life for me and my family. I can desire that. But if I'm lazy, if I don't want to work, if I have no skills and no plan to acquire new skills, then my desire will never meet me acquiring or getting the life that I want. And this is what I find. Y'all, I have been in love. My husband will tell y'all this. Y'all, I have been in love with French Bulldogs since French Bulldogs became a thing. I bought my first French Bulldog when I was in the military in 2019. I had just come back from deployment. I was deployed for 9 months in Germany. And I fell in love with French Bulldogs. My first dog was an English Bulldog. And although I love Englishes, the English breed didn't fit my lifestyle at the moment. I was in the military. I was an active girl. You know, I wanted a dog that could keep up. I wanted an active lifestyle dog. So I fell in love with the French Bulldog breed. And this was before we were seeing them everywhere. This was before celebrities were popping out with them. Like, I just fell in love with the French Bulldog breed. My first French Bulldog was $10,000. I didn't know that my first French Bulldog was going to cost me that much, but I wanted one. And because baby, you gotta take it. Okay. I wanted a French. Is good. The frame is the TV showing? Is the TV showing? Okay, let me feed the baby, y'all. I wanted a French Bulldog so bad, I was willing to pay $10,000 for one. I fell in love with French Bulldogs so bad that I was willing to pay $10,000 again for the second one. They were horrible French. Look, I love the dogs, but they were not bred correctly. And I've said this time and time again, but I love the dogs. I didn't buy the dogs to breed. I just wanted a cute pet. I wanted a companion, right? I was fresh off of deployment. I wanted something lively again. So I invested $20,000 in dogs that I would never breed. One had one little testy. I couldn't breed him out. Neither did I want to. And one was mixed. I didn't know that, right? I didn't know that. However, could I have bought Alexis? I could have, but I didn't. I invested into what I wanted. Could have bought a BMW? I could have. A BMW wouldn't have given me peace right after deployment. So I invested in what I needed for my lifestyle. Now, and I say all of that to say, if you want a luxury item, you have to be willing to pay the luxury price. French Bulldogs are still luxury items. And I told my husband this too. We were talking about how we will respond to people who are like, oh, how much, what price, how much, what price. Normally, and I have to say it, I wish I was on camera. Normally, when people say how much, what price, they're not serious and they don't want to buy. Because you don't even know if the dog is male, female. You don't know what color the dog is. You don't even know what you're getting. So why would I walk into a car lot and see a red car and say how much? No, what is it? Like, what is it? What is it? I want to know what I'm getting, right? Before I start asking questions. So I just find like in the society that we live in right now, people have a lot of desire, but no understanding. And I'm one of those people too, because before we got our Highlander, what did I want, babe? You remember? You remember before we got our Highlander, I wanted the Sequoia, right?
Yeah.
I wanted.
Exactly.
Okay, I wanted the Sequoia. I didn't know how much it cost. I didn't know there were $90,000.
Yeah, and even a second-hand Toyota Sequoia is 70 to 80,000.
Exactly.
You understand? But guess what? You might want it, but you buy what you could afford at the time.
And you buy what fits your needs, yeah. Right? So even me as a grown adult, we had trust, right? I was pregnant with Rosharon. No, wait. Oh yeah, we had trust. So even me as a grown adult, yeah, I wanted a Sequoia. Did you know Sequoias were 90,000?
I didn't know they were so expensive, but I know Toyota on the hand. Toyota is a very good car. I can vouch for Toyota. Their value, they keep up the value. Like for instance, you can get a brand new Toyota Tundra for like 50-something thousand, right?
Yeah.
A Toyota Highlander, 50-something thousand.
Yeah.
But that Sequoia, and guess what? The Sequoia is 90,000 brand new.
Yeah.
But guess what? You ain't even got a trunk space where you could even put two big suitcase if we're traveling as a family. So,
but I just liked how it looked.
so it looks nice,
Yeah.
it's big and everything inside got the space, but the trunk space is small.
Small.
But then again, you buy
Hold on
what
to
you
him.
could afford.
You buy
at the
what you could,
time.
right?
That's it.
And that's when desire meets acquire. Because y'all look, I have not read this in a book. I have not studied this or like heard somebody saying this. I'm telling you, I'm speaking from my heart. That's when desire meets acquire, because I desired a Sequoia. We went to the car lot. We had trust. At the time, we were driving a Nissan Altima.
Mm-hmm.
I was pregnant with the Shore. My husband, about 6'9", we knew that a Nissan Altima could fit our needs, yes, but with a growing family, we were outgrowing the car, so we needed a SUV. We go to the lot. The first car I say I want to look at is what?
Sequoia.
Y'all. The salesman come out. He said, "Oh, y'all want to see this Sequoia?" I said, "How much?" He said, "Nah, I'm gonna let y'all test drive it." I said, "No, sir. How much is a Sequoia?" He said, "I'm gonna tell you after y'all look inside." Don't get me emotionally attached to a car that I can't afford. But that's what he was trying to do. So once he told us the price, I think he said 95 at first. And he said, "Wait, y'all are a military family. We could work something out." Y'all, the live is not about a Sequoia. We're trying to draw a parallel about desire and acquire. He said, "Oh, y'all are a military family. Let me go talk to my boss. We can probably work something out." So my husband is like, "Okay, well, how much is a reduction of your work something out? Because don't waste our time." Yeah. And my husband is a very reasonable man. Even though he loves me, he's not going to give in to my desire. Like, he's like, we cannot afford that. Y'all, in my mind, honesty moment, I never grew up saying I cannot afford. I was never taught that. I gotta be honest. I was never taught that you can afford something. I was taught if you want something, baby, you go work for it. You go get it. That's what I was taught. So when Babe tells me stuff like, "Babe, we can when Babe tells me stuff like, "We can't afford that," my heart breaks. Because I'm like when he says we can afford that, I feel broke. I feel defeated. I feel like I don't work hard enough. I feel when Babe says, "Babe, we can afford that," I feel worthless. I feel like all of the time I've spent working so hard in life hasn't gotten me to where I want to be. And I hate that feeling. I really hate that feeling. Oh, the baby's trying to say hey, say hey. Yeah. So I don't like that feeling. And I feel like that's why we work so hard, because this is not to look down on anyone. This is not to judge anyone. That this is not what today's live is about. Today's conversation is about what to do in business when business is not businessing, and when you have not created the life that you thought you would.
Yeah.
But what were you gonna say, babe?
Yeah, but again, let's go back to I feel like if you can't afford something, you buy what you can afford at the time,
Yeah.
and then you work towards what you want to buy.
Yeah.
Again,
See, I
I
have a warped way of thinking about that. Yeah.
Again, could we have gotten the Sequoia?
Yeah.
Yes, we could have gotten it.
And struggle.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We don't want to be over our means. We got a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Can the Toyota Highlander work for us? Yes, the Toyota Highlander was what, 50-something thousand.
Yeah.
Right?
Or 40.
I think
We put down 10.
10,000
Okay.
cash.
Okay.
Okay. So can it work for us?
Oh,
Yes.
thank you, Lisa.
So why would we go and put ourselves? You see what I'm saying? So guess what?
I totally agree.
We buy the Toyota Highlander.
Yeah.
It's perfectly for our family. It's big enough.
Let me go get the baby. Let me go get him. Yeah.
And then later on, we work towards a Sequoia. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't try to put yourself in a jam and go buy a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
And then trying to take your last dollar trying to pay for a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
When you could have bought a Toyota Corolla, take you from point A to B, still got money able to feed yourself, pay your bills. Yeah, that same Toyota, you continue working, you continue saving until you can buy whatever you want. If your dream car is a Lamborghini, for now you can order. You can only afford a Toyota. Buy the Toyota.
Yeah.
All right, and save towards the Lamborghini if that's your dream car. Because guess what? If something is your dream car and that you really want, you're gonna put in the time, effort to make it happen.
Yeah.
But don't try to jump up there
Yeah.
and then you have to come back down here. For what?
That's true.
Take your time, you're gonna get there.
Okay. I have a warped. It could be warped to some, it could be motivating to others. I don't know. I have a very warped philosophy on desire and acquire because if I really want something, it doesn't matter how much it costs. I'm going to get it and I'll figure it out. Y'all, my mom could tell you, Babe could tell you, if I really want something, and I'm not even like a materialistic girl. Y'all know that. I'm not really a materialistic girl. But if I really want something, like if I really desire something, if I feel in my heart that this thing will bring me peace, yeah, I gotta have it. I gotta have it, and I'll figure it out. Whatever I have to do to work toward my dreams and my goals, I will do. And Babe knows that too. Now, is it warped? Could be, but it could. Is it motivating? I don't know. Could be, but I feel like, hey, I wanted that Sequoia. And maybe it's unwise. You maybe would you say it's unwise? It's unwise to desire something so much to where you're willing to burden yourself to get it. That's probably unwise, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can be a little unwise at times because this is my mentality. I feel like, and Babe has to like talk me down off the ledge sometimes. I feel like I have dedicated my time, my energy, my efforts. I've served our country. I have fought for freedom. I have, brought soldiers home. I have like done so much to impact the world, not just like Rosharon Frenchie breeders, but like there are a lot of things y'all don't know, right? But I've worked on missions that have impacted the world. And I feel like now that I'm out of the military, I just want to enjoy life. Like I want to have a peaceful life. Like I want to enjoy my husband. I want to retire him. I want to raise our kids. I want to travel. I want to just live life on my own terms. And when I feel like I don't ask for much and there's something I want that I can't have, it makes me sad. How you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand. For instance, we used to live in an apartment downtown. Our monthly rent for the apartment was 2,000 plus, right? Like everything.
That was a matchbox.
Once my wife got pregnant with our first son, we decided we need a house.
Right.
No more apartment. We look at houses. Some of them the price. Could we afford it? Yes, we could afford it. But we still try to get something that we will able to if today or tomorrow, right?
This boy.
We don't want nothing to happen to me or my wife, but at least today or tomorrow, if anything was to happen, we still will able to pay our mortgage, feed our kids, pay our light, water, and all of that. So all of those things you have to take into consideration, all right? Do we have a beautiful house? Yes, we have a beautiful 4-bedroom house, very affordable, reasonable for the apartment price the monthly rent we was paying for our apartment. But then again, you always gotta try budget yourself in a way that today or tomorrow can I able to still pay my mortgage, all right? Because guess what? even if we run back to the apartment, it's still gonna be the same amount of money you're gonna pay. So you always have to have a plan.
Babe, the
You
baby.
always have to have a plan. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
But I think the conversation was a very great topic.
Yeah.
I think we will definitely plan some more lives like this.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you guys were very interactive, especially in the comment section. I know we missed a lot of comments on this live, but we'll try to do more lives like these, right?
Yeah.
It's still about business. It's still
Yeah.
about we have the French Bulldog, but also coming up as a community and coming up with some ideas and solutions.
Yeah.
Because, for instance, a lot of our youth says maybe coming down on the prices, maybe taking a loss. Some of you guys, for instance,
Why me? Oh,
Why
babe, you
me?
missed a powerful comment that he shared. I want to talk to you about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
for instance, Wimey. I don't know if Wimey is a registered business, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's registered. Okay, but Hesse, if he's not registered, here now he has to take the loss.
Yeah.
Because if he's not a registered business, he can't even file that back on his taxes
As a loss.
As a loss.
And maybe businesses don't even know you can file loss.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some of you may not know that.
Yeah. Everything has pros and cons.
Yeah.
Is it nice filing losses on your business? No, it's not. Especially if it's a large amount of loss. The only thing about losses, and when it's a lot of loss, like if you have thousands of dollars lost every year, when you go to a bank and you want a business loan, first thing the bank gonna look like.
Are you lying, or are you manufacturing numbers, or do you have a irresponsible business practice?
Yeah, because how if I put 200,000
as a loss?
If I
but
give
the business,
you 200,000, how you even gonna pay me back if every year you lost 100,000?
That's true.
You maybe make 10,000 in profit, so I can borrow you 200,000. So it's always a pros and cons towards it.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes I would say when you starting a business, not everyone might have all of the money to start a business. But sometimes it's really good if you starting a business and you know the business is gonna cost 10,000. I would say try to have at least 40,000. Try to have at least an extra 20,000-30,000.
That's a great piece of advice.
Just in case.
To hold you.
Yeah, to hold you. Because
wow.
Depends on the type of business you're doing. Your business can take off quick. Sometimes your business will take you 1 to 3 years.
Wow.
And you're gonna need money to fund that business.
That's true.
And also, you could just start that business. You go to a bank. The bank say, "Oh, you just started that business, man. Look, I maybe can't give you 100,000, and you need 100,000 at that time. The bank maybe might only give you 20,000. You understand? So I think having a strong cushion of money.
Okay, I just had to make sure. Okay, that was
having a strong cushion of money. I'm starting a business. I think that's very, very
and that's something we really haven't talked about enough. But that's why bigger businesses, especially tech, they start off with venture capital. They start off raising money for the business. And I never understood that before. But that's why they raise money for the business. But I used to feel like, okay, if you're trying to raise money for a for-profit business, who's going to give you money? Because they're not profiting off of your profit. So why would someone give you money to start a business? But they believe in you. They believe in your dream and they want to support you. Yeah. Okay. Let me go get the dog.
The mom dies if the dog don't have C-section.
Not true.
No, not
Yeah.
necessary. No.
Yeah.
No, Papa come. coming from the camera.
Yeah, that's like saying if a human mom doesn't have a C-section, she'll pass. Yeah.
Why you said when my wife passed away at 21 years, I lost everything and I ended up in a shelter for 3 years. A friend had to snap me out of it and get my life back on track. Wow.
Yeah, that broke my heart. I thanked him for being vulnerable and sharing that with us, but that broke my heart. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure that's encouragement for a lot of people on the live because here we are talking about business, but we don't talk about okay, what would the business do if something happened to me today? Would you carry on the business? What would happen to the business if we lost you today? Would I be strong enough to carry on the business? Or if we lost a dog today? I feel like we don't talk about that enough.
And that's why I just tell them and give them the tip where you got to put yourself in a situation that even if one of your partner, for instance, I'm personally not working for anyone, right? I'm self-contractor right now. I'm not doing no deliveries or all of that. I'm self-contractor, right? I just had a little toe surgery, right? I have an eye surgery. I'm supposed to have a nose surgery. Like I have a lot of stuff coming. I have a dentist appointment.
Yeah.
I might have a dental surgery. I have so much stuff coming.
And still allergic to dogs.
Still allergic to dogs.
Yeah.
I have. Let me show you guys. Let me see if I find it quick. I saw it. But guess what? If I was working for a company, I would have to try and make the time out to do all of those stuff, right?
Yeah. True.
Let me
What
see.
your toe?
No, not the toe one. I'm looking for the one I saw it, where I went for my allergies.
Oh yeah. Don't do that, Trust.
I saw the picture.
You want me to try to find it? Okay. Oh, that's when. Yeah, that's when Trust was born. Let me see. Let me search for. It's something we want to show y'all. Oh,
it's recently. It's not even been 2 months.
Okay, it's not coming up.
Okay,
I could try to find it in my phone.
Saw it, but again, if I was working for a company, would I able to do it?
We're not sure.
Yes, maybe I would, but I'll have to say.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff I would have arranged, right? But again, I'm grateful that we able to. That's what I said. Okay. We have to set up ourselves in a situation where, if anything, my wife will able to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
Able to still pay the mortgage, pay
Yeah.
the life insurance, everything.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes you don't try to go above your means. Not because
that's true.
You see this most
Come here, baby.
beautiful house, and it costs $1 million, and maybe you could barely or just afford it right there.
Stop to
You understand? Because today or tomorrow, anything can happen, right?
And I'm happy you said that too. I don't want to interrupt your train of thought. I'm happy you said. I just want to add one thing. I'm happy you said that too, because life has seasons, right? Maybe at the time you can't afford that $1 million house. Maybe at the time you can't afford that $1 million house, but you don't equate for everything you just mentioned. Okay, what will we do if the business is not doing as well? What will we do if we have insurance, but the insurance is not going to cover your eye surgery, your toe surgery, your whatever? If something happens with the kids, what will we do? So I'm happy you said that. Yeah. Because my philosophy was warped. If I've worked hard and I feel like this is the reward, I want it. But I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I'm thinking about today and how I feel. So even emotional purchases can ruin your life, because Just because you want a French Bulldog, whether it costs $2,500, $3,000, whatever, $5,000, can you afford it?
And that's why a lot of these young people nowadays, college students or so, they will go to a dealership, right? If they go to a dealership by themselves, I'm telling you, those salesmen, that's what they get paid for, right? If you have a young kid and gone to a dealership and they 18,
Stop.
21, right?
Babe, I know because I used to have to take my soldiers to get cars. And I used to tell what you just told me, plan for tomorrow, not today. Babe, I used to tell all of them. Because one, when they're that young, they don't have credit or they don't have good credit.
When you go to the dealership so young, the guy is gonna want to give you the most nicest car. You're gonna be like, wow, no, I came here for a Toyota, but he said, no, you can get this beautiful BMW, you got here, this and that. He's going to,
and they're gonna take it to feel good.
And he's going to talk to you in a way to convince you to get that car. But when you go ahead and buy that BMW, guess what? No, baby.
Sure. No.
When you go couple months, then you can afford it.
Yeah.
Again, BMW depends. Well, majority. I heard people. One of our neighbors down the road, her AC, when something happened to her AC in her BMW, her AC, it cost 10,000 US.
Yeah.
AC.
Yeah. Because it's a luxury car not made in America.
It was something so simple that was wrong with it. It was 10,000. Shout out to Yam and Banana.
Uh-oh.
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Uh-oh. I'm sure he will enjoy this conversation too.
Yeah. It's almost 7:24. We are about to wrap this live up in a few minutes and go ahead and get something to eat.
Yeah.
And pretty much this will actually be the live for tonight. Again, I'm gonna try my best tomorrow. I still have a slight headache, as you guys know. The allergies. Just had the toe. Actually, need to go suck my toe. I just had a toe surgery. I got my eye surgery. I got a dentist appointment. Have to do some surgery. Like
it's
I need a whole complete new body.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe I need to eat some yam and banana. What you say? I'm Rainbow.
Rambo.
Definitely, bro. Thanks.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Rainbow. I got you.
Rambo.
Sorry, I got you. As soon as we finish Whelping, we're gonna come visit you, guys. I know it's been a while, bro. That's my brother from when I came to Houston, Texas. My first job was at Amazon. He can tell you. He can vouch for me. I can vouch for him. You know, when we work at Amazon, is straight. Look, you know the type of person I is. I'm from a straight work, and that's it. Yeah. All right, the same work ethic, the same hours, the same strength that I put into someone else's business. We can do the same for our own business. Yeah. All right. Look, you know how much time I hurt my back axing. I had a back injury at Amazon. They still bring me in the warehouse to sit down on a computer. All right. I still wasn't getting my full salary. I still got bills to pay. Now, look, I'm telling you, if look, everything happens when it's supposed to happen. All right. I was just about to say if I had met my wife a little earlier, all that strength, all of that. Look, but nothing happens before it's time. All right,
True.
Everything happens the way it's supposed to happen.
True.
We can't change that. All right.
But I think life would have been a little better
That's
for
true.
both of us.
Because we have a saying in the Caribbean: if you think you was to go right and you wouldn't fall in a pothole, and you go. If you think you was to go right and you wasn't going and you're not going to fall in a pothole, thinking if you go left, you will skip the pothole. You will still end up in the
pothole. Because the pothole was a part of the lesson.
It was there for you to
we have to learn. And sometimes we have to lose to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think the conversation was great, guys. It was great. I'm gonna definitely try to get some early rest tonight. Uh, I'm planning to bathe again. If rain keep on falling, the goal is I won't bathe them outside. I will bathe them inside. All right, once the rain falling because they need. It's time for their grooming. I don't want to keep putting it off. So if we have to do a day live, I bathe them. They need their toes to finish clean and all of that stuff. He says, my daughter loves the dogs. I'm going to show her your videos. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we appreciate it. But y'all, the baby.
Kids,
Shout out to Kay.
shout out to kids.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Give me this.
Definitely. But again, as soon as we come out the live, me and my wife gonna have a talk again. Thanks for all the feedback. If we need to rearrange some prices, whatever we need to do,
Yeah.
that's what we're gonna do.
And then announce it.
Yeah, and
Yeah. Y'all, this is so look, we've been here before. This is not the first time the economy has been bad. This is not the first time that somebody has sold or had wanted to sell French bulldogs that weren't moving. We've been here before. So now, in business and in life, what do? You adjust.
yeah,
Yeah.
but we are going to get ready and end the live. Just gonna show you all.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Wait, I wanted to show y'all something. Uh-oh. Hold on, babe.
We got Mr. Nostalgia here. Daydream here. This is me, my wife, and the boys. This picture here will all when we reach 90-year-old. This picture will definitely be with us.
Well, that's the plan.
It will be a special memory. This was our very, very first leader. Very, very first.
Yeah.
Beautiful leader. As you see, we got Nostalgia, Daydream, beautiful colors. We have a black, we have a rojo, we had a chocolate, we had a blue. That was a beautiful leader.
Yeah.
Mr. Alpha Man right here, our stud. See him right there. Look at the 3 weeks old puppies, all right? So anyone want to reserve the 3 weeks old puppies, we are open for reserve right now. Beautiful angel. And this is Kobe.
A boy. Oh, a boy.
Yeah.
A Merle boy and a girl.
Yeah,
Coco Lilac. And then
beautiful Charity. Charity is reserved. You guys know Charity is going to Dallas. All right. I feel legacy Frenchie. Take Angel and take the Charity might be too rough for the
Charity. Wait, mommy.
And here we have he is available and he is available. All right.
RFB and YouTube.
All four of these are available.
Yeah.
All four.
Yeah.
You already know our number is 713-788-9789. All right. For all of them, it's available except Charity right here. So every other one is available.
Yep.
Okay. We got Zuri Girl here. We have Daydream here. And this is my wife and our two beautiful sons when we just started the business, couple months into the business.
Yeah.
Okay? Careful, Papa. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're going to go ahead and call it a night. We appreciate all of you guys for tapping in with us tonight.
Yeah.
Appreciate it so much. As you guys know, we currently have 3 leaders on the ground. This is the first time we had 3 leaders on the ground. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very first time.
Yeah. But again, so grateful for the conversation. I feel better. I feel like, there is strength in numbers. I feel like there is clarity in conversation. And I feel like we accomplished a lot tonight as entrepreneurs. Just to give you guys a wrap up and a summary of some of the things that we talked about tonight. We Well, for the first live, we talked about how we are trying to take Rosharon Frenchie Breeders to the next level. We don't want to just be a hobby, quote unquote, business. We want to be a professional business. And for us to do that and be that, we have to study businesses that have worked and see what didn't work for them and apply the lessons learned to our business, right? So we are growing a media company. And my husband and I have made so many sacrifices together to get Rosharon Frenchie Breeders off of the ground and to become entrepreneurs. In the first live stream tonight, we learned that the definition of an entrepreneur is a person that is willing to take the financial risk of starting, building, and growing a business, not having the guarantee of having financial success. That's the definition of being an entrepreneur. And I absolutely love being an entrepreneur. And having said that, having that knowledge tonight that an entrepreneur takes financial risk, right? So I no longer feel bad that we have invested over 45, 50, now $75,000 in our business to get it off of the ground. That is what a business is supposed to do. That is what an entrepreneur does, so we no longer feel bad that we have made those investments because you're not guaranteed financial success, and that is okay with us. But we are going to work. We're going to work. We're going to put in the work, and we're not going to quit. We're not going to give up when things get hard. Now, is the economy hard and bad right now? Yes, but it's bad for everyone. It's not just bad for us. It's bad for everyone. So trying to build a successful business that will last, what do? When the world is upside down, you adjust. In marriage, when your marriage is upside down, you adjust, you love, you forgive, you communicate, you revive your marriage. What do you do in parenthood when your kids are not listening, right? You adjust. The same things that we do in marriage and parenthood, we also should do in business, right? And those things are those are some of the things that we're learning, and those are some of the mindsets that we have acquired here recently. So we do have 5 puppies. 1 is reserved. We have 4 from different litters that we are marketing, but we're not going to give up. Now, will we take a loss? Yes. A lot of businesses are taking losses right now. So sometimes in life, you can't feel like you're the only one. I feel like in life, once you start feeling like you're the only one going through that thing, that problem becomes much bigger, right? You're not the only one going through that thing. There are people all over the world going through the same thing that you're going through. So even though we are having to take a loss, other people are taking losses too. And tonight we learned that as a community, we can all come together and talk about how we're going to handle the loss, right? As a community tonight, we came together and talked about how we're going to navigate the loss. As a community tonight, we came together to say, okay, our businesses are worth keeping, right? They're worth keeping. So this is what I have started to do in my business to keep it going. I learned a lot tonight. Thank you guys for sharing, some of your personal testimonies and things that y'all have had to endure. Why me? Our hearts go out to you. I'm so sorry that you lost your wife. We had no idea. Because every time you come on the live, bro, you come with the vibes. You've helped us out in our business, and we're so grateful for that. But I had no idea you lost your wife. You lost your life. I had no idea. So we'll definitely be praying for you. And then Blissful Fun, of course, our moderator, we can't thank you enough. I know we missed a lot of comments, but we thank you guys so much. So All in the Family has said that he wants to continue these conversations every day at noon. I have to talk to my husband to see what we can allot, like what time slot, we can allot, because I don't want to disturb his morning segment. His 7 a.m. time slot is like cemented. And he's been doing an amazing job with his Daily Dog Dad Duties live segment. So now, as a married mom entrepreneur, we'll start incorporating some of these business talks too during the day or throughout the day. But I enjoy myself, babe. You want to talk about some of your takeaways, and then we wrap it up?
Well, all I must say is thank you everyone for supporting the morning live. Well, all the lives, but the morning live's been pretty much good where we show you more or less how we take care of the French Bulldog in the Puppy Palace. I see that you guys love the vibes in the Puppy Palace. So we're gonna try see if we also could have certain topics. I will try come up with some ideas on topics so when we're in the Puppy Palace, we can have certain discussion. I will try also and get YouTube and RB inside there with us all the time also because those are the two available puppies that are actually ready to go home. All right, they are fully vaccinated, fully dewormed, AKC registered, and they are ready to go home. All right. So after the live, me and my wife gonna talk. We're gonna come up with some different maybe marketing strategy, whether we need to lower, whether we need to negotiate if someone wants one of our puppies.
Yeah.
Whatever you have to do because we are a registered business. So even if we negotiate, we can write up that if it's 500, whatever it is, we can write it up on our taxes. Okay, so that's where the tax come in with our business and kind of help us out on one end but also can hurt us a little if we want a loan for the business, maybe the amount we want. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, we have to do what we have to do
Yeah.
at this point in time.
Mm.
Okay, it's either we choose to hold them for 3, 4, 5 years and pay more money into them, or you adjust your prices again. And the reason why the market right now things are really rough.
Yeah.
Really rough.
Yeah.
So if you have people who are interested in Frenchie, maybe they mightn't have 3 or 4, whatever the price is.
Yeah.
We will do some adjustment and try work with them.
Yeah.
If they want, if you're on the live now and you someone might always wanted a Frenchie and you feel like you don't have the home of the 3K pup, you feel like you don't have 3K or whatever it is, now is your time. You can text us, let us know which one you're interested in, and we can maybe try work something and play with the numbers.
Yeah.
And we go from here.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Even referrals. Even
Yeah.
referrals. If y'all know people who want Frenchies and who can afford, the $2,500 price point or the $3,000 price point, and you refer them, we're willing to work something out for you as well. But simply by you in this season. I don't in this season. I'm saying it for this season. Just contact us and let us know.
Yeah, and the number is 713-788-9789. All right.
Yeah.
So that's the number, our business number. They can send us a text and we can work something out. We pretty much flexible, guys. I'm pretty much up from 5:30 in the morning. Because right now the dogs are bigger, so they could go longer hours. But we are up like 5 in the morning. I have the business phone on me.
Yeah.
And we don't go sleep sometimes till 12, 1, 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm not telling someone to call us at 1, 2 in the morning
Right.
to tell us you're interested in a Frenchie.
Right.
But we do have our clients, if you buy a Frenchie for us, can you call us at 1 in the morning if something is going on? Definitely, you can call us. We'll answer the phone and give you some advice, especially if it's like really emergency.
Right.
Kay says, thanks y'all helping me with ideas for my own platform.
Yes, and that's what we're here for. And thank you so much, Kay, for being here, for being active, for sharing, and even our growth. Because we do want you guys to learn from us. Y'all, we don't know everything. However, we're not afraid to try things. Just like we tried the horizontal live, now we're back to vertical live streaming, and that's okay. It's okay to try things. I feel like that's the difference between someone who's just doing stuff and an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur will try. An entrepreneur will take risks. We learned that tonight. An entrepreneur will innovate. An entrepreneur will come up with different ways to do the same thing, but just better. And that's what we want to do with our business. We want Rosharon Frenchie Breeders to be the biggest ever. And for us to do that, we have to take risks. We have to innovate and we have to be resilient. So that's what we're going to keep doing each and every day. But I think that's it, right, babe?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank y'all so much today for joining the Married Mom Entrepreneur segment here on the channel. I love talking about business, as you guys can see. It makes me so happy to share my thoughts, my ideas, whether they're controversial or not. I love everything about business. Whether we're up, whether we're down, I just feel like it's such a great way to share in community. But remember that the same old story is the same good news. We love y'all. We're gonna see y'all soon.